I just sneezed a bunch, which is why it sounds like I just sneezed a bunch. Hi, it's another day, it's another me, and I believe this is episode like 43. It's a good rhyme. Um, oh yeah, last episode I don't even remember what I did last episode. I think I went to the Nether, and I think I got glowstone. Then I was mining sand at the end here, and I was like, next episode I'm gonna keep mining sand. Um, so now that it's next episode, I guess I'll keep mining sand. Um, But unlike my previous episodes, I'm not recording this one early. It's not uh 9 in the morning or like 7 in the morning or whatever. It's 1 p.m. That's because I woke up this morning and I took a shower and then I worked a bit and now I'm recording this on a little bit of a break while I'm waiting to do more stuff later. Um, but for now, I have like an hour of free time, and that kind of coincides with. Wow, I don't really have an hour of free time, but I have free time, and I'm gonna make it an hour because I wanna. Well, like whatever. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Um, anyway, welcome back. I'm currently shoveling underneath my fake terrain for sand because I want to make more glass, and there's also a thunderstorm. Well, not a thunderstorm. I don't hear thunder. A very big rainstorm going on outside and flowing water because I think I'm right next to a little pond of sorts. Oh, I found a little hole here. Where am I? Oh, hey, there I am. That's cool. Um, anyway, um, yeah, okay, yesterday I know I said yesterday. I think I said last episode that yesterday is gonna be the last busy day, and that's not true. Today is gonna be the last busy day. Well, tomorrow is gonna be busy too, but not as busy. And I don't think I'm really gonna be doing much tomorrow. I might still help out a little bit, probably like drive to the parcel stores, but I won't be busy tomorrow at least. My partner's gonna come over tonight, so that's fun. I'm very excited for that. We kept pushing it back because I've been busy. Um, I thought that was the sky. I thought I was like in a place of rapture. Uh, anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna be busy for most of the day, but not the night, not into the night. So that's nice. Well, today's one of those busy days where it's like it's not a lot at once, but it's a lot over time, or it's like a little bit over time, so that ends up being a lot. You know what I mean? Yesterday was one of the days where it was a lot at once. And I think I don't know which one I prefer. Thing with it being a little bit over time is that I can't really plan out my day that much, but I mean, I'm kind of doing fine. I think it's fine. Anyway, yesterday I cleaned the dishes and I cleaned glass baking soda style, um, and I did so while listening to Epos by Darkestra. That's I know I've talked about Darkestra a bit. That's their third album. I believe it came out 2007, recorded 2006. Um, and this album's a bit interesting because it's just kind of like one long track, you know, just also called Epos, whatever. Um, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it about the same as the sophomore album, but again, it kind of had the thing where it's like it's more pure black metal, doesn't incorporate as many non-black metal sections into it. So, you know, I didn't enjoy it even as much as their debut because their debut was more like varied. And like I've said, I enjoy black metal more when it's used as an intensifier or whatever. Um, but this did have quite a lot of like waves crashing on a beach sound effects. And that was nice. And towards the end, it had like a crackle of a fire. It was very cozy. I did enjoy it a lot. I thought it was cool. Um, Then after I was done cleaning glass baking soda style, I had to clean a lot of glass normal style with the isopropyl alcohol. And there was a lot of glass. There was a lot of glass. And I did so while listening to the 1994 edition of Rave the Xmas, which is a Christmas-themed Gabber various artists release, or the sequel to the first one, which was called Rave the Xmas, spelled M-A-S-S. This one was spelled correctly. It was spelled M-A-S. But this one was very interesting because while I you know, it's a various artist release, but it's one of those various artist release that is not actually a various artist release, and it's just like one artist under like a dozen different pseudonyms. But like in this instance, it was all this one artist under a ton of synonyms. I think his name is like Claus Larson or something. But then it did have one other artist that had 2 tracks on it. That is another person. I think they're called Brothers in Crime. But I think it's one person though, so I don't know why it's Brothers in Crime. Point is, but all of the tracks except for those 2 by Brothers in Crime were just made by one dude named Claus Larson. Oh yeah, this is all like, so if I like, oh, well, I guess it's mostly towards like the edges. If I mine here, nope, never mind. I'm insane. Okay, let's steal a bit though to block that off. Anyway, I was mining all this sand because I want to throw it in the furnace. But and you know, they in this case, since it was a Christmas compilation, all of the aliases that they used were like Christmas themed. So like they were aliases like Santa for President. I don't. That's the first one that came to mind that he used. But there was like, I gotta look at what they are because I don't remember what they are other than Santa for President. Let me see. Okay, there's Stuffed Turkey, Precious Xmas Project, Santasaurus Rex, Fat Man's Toy Shop, Holy Shit, Winter Wonderland, Xmas, Rob Xmas, Claustrophobia, MC Acid, Sunblock X, and Purr, like P-E-R. Very interesting. The last song is called Silent Night, and it's just 1 minute of silence. I don't even know what the fuck was going on. I mean, it was a good Gabber release. I enjoyed it. God damn it! I keep closing out of my notes app whenever I go to do something else on my phone. Okay. Wait. I need to grab coal. That is true. I do feel like Mrs. Claus delivering coal to children. Okay. Sure. Why do I have this beef on me? I don't ever eat anything. I don't like that lag. That lag is a tiny bit scary. Okay. I gotta lock in to do division. You have to forgive me. Oh, I still have some glass in some of these, apparently. Okay, perfect. Well, not perfect. I still have a lot of glass, or a lot of sand on me that I need to turn to glass. But I can at least dump this coal into just a handful of different furnaces. Okay, so let's what else was I gonna do? Oh right, I think I was working on making this hill. Or terraform. No. I think I was just working on the damn tower. Yeah, because I wanted to do the test tube tower before I worked on the terraforming. Because then I, have an actual idea of what the terrain would look like. Let's mine these trees out though, because I want to at least fill this up. Yeah, these don't really like to grow when they're next to each other. Maybe it'll be different once I have more, but I don't know. Maybe birch trees just aren't about that life. And if that's the case, then whatever. I'm not fixing it right now. I have other shit I'm doing. Um, but yeah, then that took ages. That took like um I actually don't think I finished all the glass. I think I took a break when I finished the Rave the Xmas album to eat lunch, but then I would have finished the glass later. But I don't remember. I don't think I listened to anything new while I finished the glass. I don't remember what I was listening to when I finished the glass. I don't think I don't even, maybe I wasn't listening to anything at all. Maybe I was just talking to my mother or something. I really don't remember. I couldn't tell you. Um, but yeah, then I just kind of, for the rest of the day, at that point, I just helped with, or no, I didn't help with anything. What did I do? I think I was just working on like music and other stuff I need to work on like that. Well, not needed to work on, but wanted to work on. Um, but then I helped do some strings towards the end of the day. But I did that while I was just talking to my mother, so I didn't listen to anything in that instance. But yeah, I did learn how to do some of the packaging that I've never done before. Um, just because it's more like ornate packaging. I don't know. But I learned how to do that. So that's another thing I've been helping out with. But last night I brought packages to the parcel service like right before they closed again. Um, and I was listening to um carols for the hearth and winter, I think it was called. Um, and that was a project by, I think they're called, the project is called Warm Smile, but it's Warm Smile is spelled like SMIL. Um, anyway, that's an alias of, I think, someone called Witch Haunt, who released like Halloween themed Dungeon Synth stuff. But they had that alias Warm Smile where they released in 2020 they released that project. Um, that was their third project. I think the first project was called something like Songs for Gardening in the Morning or something. And their second project was like some autumnal something. But anyway, their third project was the winter one. And then they came back to the alias, I think in 2023 or 2022, one of those, with, I think it was titled A Few More Carols for the Winter Hearth. Um, anyway, point is I listened to that on the way to the parcel facility. And it was really foggy and like rainy, and it was a cool vibe. Um, I felt very at peace, um, even if all of the headlights were beaming way brighter than usual because it was like kind of foggy. And I was going completely fucking blind. But apart from that, it was very relaxing. Um, with that album though, it was kind of weird because it was Christmas, or like it was kind of wintry and like Christmassy, but then like half the time it was kind of feeling like hella tropical, like in its compositions. Like it used like kind of like those tropical like instruments and drums. Like if you imagine the instruments used in like in like a tropical world and like in like Mario or something. It kind of sounded like that. Um, but like most of it kind of sounded more like RPG, like kind of, I wouldn't call it tavern music, but kind of like RPG, maybe town music. Yeah, I don't think tavern music, but it did sound, it was giving RPG um town music. Oh yeah, by the way, I do want doors. What's the middle here? This is the middle. I mean, I could put doors on all sides, but it's not really necessary. So I'll just put them on these two sides probably. But yeah, so it wasn't like the most winter project I listened to like that, but just because it was whatever. I already explained what I was trying to say. Okay, this is lagging a lot. We're gonna restart Minecraft because I don't want this to explode. Um but I still enjoyed it. Oh god, I'm tired. God damn. Ugh. But this morning I took a shower and I listened to actually listened to in the shower I was listening to Birth of a New Day by 2814, which is something I'll yap about later. Um but well, my eyes are fucked up. But so how tall do I want this? I guess another 9, right? So I guess for now I'll just do a layer of 2. But wait, let's see. So this goes up. Let me do the math. I went up 9 here, right? Until the top. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Okay. So from here, if this is the 9th one, we'll want this to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And then this will have a dome, but honestly, I could make this even taller compared to this, but I at least want it this tall. I might make it taller in the future, but I think at least that tall, right? Um, anyway, then after I showered, what did I do after I showered? I didn't eat breakfast. I did eat lunch though. I ate it a bit early because or I ate at like 11:40 or something because I was making ramen. Because I'm out of chicken tenders again. Because chicken tenders, you go through them very quickly. Um, oh, hello there. But um, oh no, I'm not out of glass yet. After that, oh wait, I could also be putting. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. No, I don't think I don't think this will need. Hmm. So I'm just thinking, so for the spires, I should probably go ahead, or not the spire. What are these called? Like the support beams, you know? Um, they'll be on, of course, all of the corners, right? But then I'm also thinking, should I have them be on any of the sides? I think if I do, no, I kind of don't know. I think it would look good without having any on these sides, right? Maybe I'll have to see what it'll look like just with these here. But it's hard to say. Because if I had just these two here, that would look weird. If I had all 4 of them, I feel like that'd be too many support beams, you know what I mean? I don't know if this is too little support beams, what I'm doing here. On just the corners. Anyway, I cleaned, well, that worked out. I know I have more logs, but still. I cleaned the dishes again this morning. Well, obviously I clean the dishes every day. But, then I did more cleaning the baking soda glass. Not the baking soda glass, cleaning the glass with baking soda. Um, and I did all that while I was listening to The Last Letter of Winter by Frostguard, which is well, it's a winter themed, as you probably could have guessed, a winter themed dungeon synth project, a bit Christmas themed at times too. Um, I thought it was cool. I liked I wasn't really huge on like the compositions. Uh, but I thought the atmosphere and the aesthetic was cool. Like I loved the art on the cover and like the track titles were cool. All of that. Um, Like the art was very, it was just very satisfying art to look at. It was just like very cool, very, very cool aesthetic. Where did I put all my sand? Here we go. Did I have more sand than that? A little bit more. Yeah, okay. Mm. Hold on. I did have like I was having a weird dream last night. And like in the dream, one of the things was like there was like a bunch of names at some point. I think I felt like I was in like an RPG or something. And one of the names that I remember, the only name I remember is Zarkov Kordov. And I think it kind of inspired me that I need to mine my dreams for fantasy names. Because okay, well, Zarkov Kordov isn't good. But it isn't good paired together, but in by themselves, I think those are good fantasy names. Like Zarkov, that's cool. Kordov would also be cool. But together, Zarkov Kordov doesn't really work. It's a bit too on the nose, I guess. But Zarkov is cool, I think. Right? I think it's so Russian because I've been thinking a lot about the Cyrillic alphabet lately, and like in Russian. I've been engaging with a lot of Russian music, I guess. And also Kyrgyz music, I guess, but you know, that's still Cyrillic at the end of the day. There we go. Okay, let's grab what else do I want to get while I was here? Maybe I don't think there's anything else, but I do want to make some torches. I do want to look. So, how do we feel about this size? Because keep in mind, this is also going to have a dome on top of it, right? So if this has a dome on top of it, how high up does this dome go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly. I mean, this height might be good actually, especially with the dome. It might be good, but I mean, if I were to make it any taller, it'd only be like, well, that height does actually only go up to exactly how tall it needs to be, right? Compared to something like this roof here, the height is a couple of, or a few blocks taller than where I have the glass blocks, right? It's like if you look at this, it's like you have that glass block, then you have a 1 block gap, a 2 block gap, and then the roof. So I could do 2 more blocks up, just also mimic that, but because I think that gap looks good, or it would look good, I guess. So I guess I'll do that. And as for, I do think just the corners look good. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna need a ladder to get up there, right? So I could put, I mean, I could put the ladder like in the middle. I could put the ladder just like, you know, I could just put the ladder here, right? Maybe like here. Or I could put, you know, I could put the ladder over here. So what material would I want the ladder to be out of? Probably the cobblestone and stone, right? Again, because that would also match that ladder there. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. This is less of a test tube and more of like a ant farm? I don't know. I don't think I would call that a test tube though. I don't think I would call it an ant farm either. I don't know what I would call it. What was I gonna get? All right, stone and cobblestone. Stone and cobblestone. Stone, cobblestone. Probably only really need that much, right? I do want these ladders. I probably won't do like a revolving thing with the ladder. Like I have, what am I, you know what I mean? Like I won't have it on all sides like I do here. Because I'm only really going to be approaching it from this side, right? Maybe. Um, well, I mean, I could climb up on this side or something. Well, hmm. Another thing is, could I have ladders on the glass? No, you cannot. So I'm thinking, should I have the ladder be in the center here, or should I have it be on the side? I think it should be in the center. Don't have that middle piece, and then it'll go, just don't think too much about it. I don't know how tall I want it, but it'll be at least this tall, right? We'll at least have a ladder on this side. Plus, this will be easy to dismount on this side. I don't think I could really dismount from this side because I won't. Well, actually, no. I guess I would have a path above here as well. I didn't think about that. So I guess in that case, I might want it on all sides. For now, I'll just keep it there because I don't need it to be on the other sides. But what I do need to do is continue building up this. And wait, let's count this. So this is, whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so I'm thinking that's 18. I think we should go up to 20. So we'll go up 1, 2. 2 extra there. It'll also give it a better number to round out to, right? Oh yeah, anyway, in the shower, I was listening to Birth of a New Day by 2814. If you don't know what 2814 is, it is a I guess 2814 would be the preferred way to pronounce it, based on what they named it after, which is a year in the future, right? And I guess if I was from the year 2814, I wouldn't call my year 2814. Like I don't call 2025 2025. I call it 2025 or 2018 or 2017 or 1970. So it'd be 2814. But that sounds like I don't. That's pretty far in the future. Anyway, it's like it's kind of a vaporwave group, comprised of Hong Kong Express and Telepath. And it was actually a very, very well respected and well known vaporwave group. Their album released, well, I think they had like a debut, like self-titled in like 2013 maybe even, or maybe I think 2014. But it was 2014. But their breakout, which is called Birth of a New Day, or Atarashi Hi no Tanjo, it released 2015, January 2015. I think they recorded all of it in December of the previous year. But anyway, that actually had a pretty big success, and is like a very, very influential and well regarded and respected vaporwave album. Like up there, definitely like up there with Floral Shop. Like if you know Floral Shop, well, you definitely know Floral Shop, even if you don't know that you know Floral Shop. It was like it was what put vaporwave on the map. You know Floral Shop. You definitely know Mona Lisa 420. Hold on. I don't think it's called Mona Lisa 420, but it's something like that. No, it is Mona Lisa 420. It is Mona Lisa 420, but it's in Japanese. So when I looked up Mona Lisa 420, it didn't come up with it. It's like what would this be? Risa, what is that? No, it's Frank Lisa Frank 420? It's Lisa Frank 420. Why did I think it was Mona Lisa 420? Wait, why is it Lisa Frank 420? Who is Lisa Frank? Wait, I know who Lisa Frank is. Who's Lisa Frank? That sounds very familiar. Lisa Frank. American artist and businesswoman born 1955. No, I don't think it's that. Anyway, Floral Shop is the ninth studio album by American electronic musician Ramona Andra Langley, who, by the way, of course, uh, Vaporwave was created by a trans person. So it was released December 9th, 2011. Well, it wasn't created by her, but she popularized it. It was created by Onefrix Point Never. Onefr, whatever you pronounce it. But, well, yeah. Daniel Lopatin, right. Let me see. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Here's a snippet of Lisa Frank 420 for you. Yeah. So you definitely know Lisa Frank 420. You know Floral Shop, the album, but yeah, this is a sample from 1983 soft rock sound. How interesting. Right. My whole point of that was here's my window back. The whole point is what I'm saying is that this album is highly regarded as like like not as influential as that album, because that album like put vaporwave on the map for like millions of people, but it was influential for vaporwave. But it was especially this album, Birth of a New Day, was especially influential for vaporwave because it got a lot of people to like take the genre seriously, because it's like a good album. you know is this too tall? Yeah, I think this one's too tall. Because it's like a good album, like even apart from its vaporwave influences, because it isn't like straight vaporwave. It's kind of like ambient with vaporwave like aesthetics and influences and sensibilities, right? But it got people to really take the genre more seriously, and it got critical acclaim. And it's not like it's not as popular as Floral Shop. Like I could probably, is that on Spotify, do you think? Is Floral Shop on Spotify? Let me see. I have Spotify on my phone, I think. I think I have Spotify on my phone. Let's see if it works. It does work. Okay, let's see. Floral Shop. No, it's not. It's not on Spotify. Anyway, if I do go to 2814 on Spotify though, they have 88K monthly, but like their most popular song has like 14 million streams, right? Which is pretty big for vaporwave. But anyway, it got covered. The album got covered by like Pitchfork. I think it got covered by like Rolling Stone or something. It got covered by Anthony Fantano. Point it was a landmark vaporwave release. And it's really good. It is really good. And yeah, I this isn't the first time I listened to it. I listened to it a lot. I listened to it a lot. It kind of inspired me a lot in the past to like make ambient vaporwave and stuff. But okay, what am I doing now? We're probably gonna drop down here and probably fill this in. Yeah, we'll fill it in. I don't care. Do I want to fill in the back one? Maybe. Well, I should probably go make bread though before I die. Anyway, yeah, and I've listened. I was really big like 2022, mostly 2022, but a little bit of like 2023, mostly 2022 and like 2021. I was really big into 2814 and Telepath and like Desert Sand Feels Warm at Night, and like that whole side of like ambient vaporwave stuff. They were like, well, they kind of dipped into different styles. Like Birth of a New Day is they call it, um, or like the Hong Kong Express called it like dream punk, and that name kind of caught on because it's like not punk as in like hardcore punk, but punk as in like cyberpunk, right? Because the thing is with dream punk and like Birth of a New Day is that it's cyberpunk influenced, right? And it's meant to portray audibly like a distant future and like a cyberpunk utopia slash dystopia, um, with like neon lights and nocturnal whatever the fuck. That's like the whole aesthetic of that album. And then there were plenty of like dream punk releases that followed. That was like released on Hong Kong Express's label called like Dream Catalog, right? Um, so yeah, that was like a whole style that caught on. Um, but because that was kind of Hong Kong Express's thing, right? Was like that dream punk thing. But 2814 was two people. Telepath is another dude. Well, Hong Kong Express is from I think London. I don't know if he was in London at the time, but he's British. But then Telepath is from I think Indiana or something. His name is like Luke Lorilla. I think he's Finnish. I think he's American Finnish or Finnish American. Um, but yeah, his style uh, ended up getting the term slush wave because it sounds very slushy. Basically like ambient vaporwave with a bunch of phasers. Like if you know what a phaser effect is, a bunch of phasers, a bunch of like reverb. It's like drenched in reverb and phasers and delay. It sounds like a slushy, right? It sounds very slushed, which is why they call it slush wave. And that very much caught on. But so this album was kind of influential to both of those because it was more dream punk than it was slush wave, but it did have a decent amount of slush wave stuff on it. Like if you're familiar with the two artists, they both worked on all of the songs. I think Hong Kong Express talked about it a bit in an interview, but like they both worked on all of the songs, but kind of their creative process was like, oh, I'm gonna start out this song and then you're gonna add elements to it and then we kind of send it back and forth, right? But kind of one person at the beginning has like it kind of starts it out. Um, and you can tell like which song whether Hong Kong Express or Telepath was kind of the arbiter of it, right? Um, because something like the first song is a lot more Hong Kong Express, Um, but then like later on in the album, like track 3 and like track 7, um, they're like super slushy and more like more straightforward vaporwavy. So you can taste the telepath on that. Um, but even then, what's cool is that like those telepath tracks still have influence and elements from what HKE did. That's all to say. It's a good album. I don't really know what the point of that ramble was, but yeah, it's good. You should check it out if you want to feel like you're wait, what did I do for these corners? If you want to feel like you're a whoa, if you're like a I don't know, probably like a business person in the year 2814 in like a cyberpunk city. Yeah, that's probably what you're gonna want to listen to get that feeling. It might be the most like its album cover is so beautiful. Um, it might be genuinely the album of all time that okay, what am I trying to say? It might have the most album cover fits the music type thing of any album like ever released, right? Um, like the album sounds so much like its cover. It's like borderline insane. But anyway, HKE and Telepath. they're both kind of insane, like just kind of a little bit insane people. Um, HKE especially, he had lots of like Twitter rants. Not really even about like anything that bad, but he was just kind of like an asshole, you know? Um, like he was just like really rude to people. Um, and then like telepath, he's like low key kind of insane. Like he has this like imaginary girlfriend that he made music with for a while, like under an alias or something. I don't know. He's a little bit insane. Um, I also don't agree with him on his morals, but you know it's like that. Um, so you know, if we have these for the doors, it does feel a bit stupid to not have, you know, the fucking thing. It does also just look a bit stupid. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave this bare for now. I'm gonna have to get started a bit on the roof before I really come up with a with a solution for that, because I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Oh my god, there's more sheep out here? God damn. Um anyway, yeah, another artist I listened to a lot around that time was Desert Sand Feels Warm at Night. And he was kind of more on like the slush wave type of things. Um or side of things. But he kind of, a lot of what he did was like sample free slush wave, right? Because you know, a thing with vaporwave is that it has a lot of sampling in it, like slowing down samples, manipulating samples with phasers and reverb and whatever. Um, but Desert Sand Feels Warm and I did a lot of sample free um, slush wave. There's more sheep. Oh, that one's a black sheep. That's fine. I don't need black wool. Um, he still did some sampling. Like he would, for a lot of his albums, he did sampled vocals. Like he would have, like, you know, for instance, maybe done like most of the instrumental created by himself. Then he would have sampled like vocals from a song. But I think nowadays he does a lot of like his own vocals for the songs too, like in the style of vocals from like the, you know, like what you know, classic like vaporwave style vocals. Like he just kind of like sings it, right, and it's really cool. But yeah, he, you know, I think a lot of people, me including, well, me included, but not for the same reason, were introduced to him because of his album Dream Desert. A lot of people were introduced to him because of the album, because it was like it hit the YouTube algorithm, right? Like it's one of those albums that people got recommended a lot, and then it became popular because people got recommended it on YouTube. Like that one city pop song, Plastic Love, and then also another one that comes to mind is like, actually, do I want this on all sides? Maybe. Another one that comes to mind is, I remember there was this one kind of like jazz album with like pickles on the cover or something. I don't remember exactly. Stop crawling in my damn space. Point is, one of those albums, but this album was particularly cool because well, one, it's really good, but two, it's also really, really long. It's like 4 hours long, I think. It is very, very much very ambient and droney and long, because you know, like it's 4 hours long. So I think I actually listened to it initially in, I don't know if it was 4 sessions or 2 sessions, but it was something like that, right? Um, and basically, you know, I listened to it while I was like outside at night with headphones on. Don't recommend, by the way, for your safety, but where I live is safe. But I don't recommend you do it either way. But yeah, and they were like, it was such a good night album. its whole like kind of thing that it's going for is like a desert at night. Obviously, desert sand feels warm at night, right? Um, and yeah, I mean, it's another one of those albums where the cover fits it so well, and the cover for that one is just like, oh, so fucking good. So I do recommend 2814 and also Desert Sand Feels Warm at Night. But I do recommend Desert Sand Feels Warm at Night too, because Desert Sand Feels Warm at Night is a good person, so you don't have to deal with the morality. I mean, even then, listening to like 2814 Telepath or HKE, it's not as bad as listening to like NSBM or something, right? Because like HKE is an asshole, but I don't think he's a Nazi. And Telepath is... He might be a Nazi. Well, he might be a little... I don't think he's a full Nazi. He might be a little bit Nazi-coded. But I don't know. Also, all of what he was talking about with that was like 6 years ago or something, so he probably changed, but he's still a little bit insane. He's just kind of a weird guy. But Desert Sand Feels Warm at Night is safe. I remember I listened to a podcast he was on around that time, like some vaporwave podcast. They invited him on. He was really kind. He like detailed his interactions with the community and like how he makes music and stuff. He also I think he has some like YouTube tutorial or like videos on YouTube like detailing his like sample free slush wave process, right? Oops. Let's not do that. I don't think I have a fine amount of stone. Oops. Okay, give me 1 second. Aluki just took like a 20-minute break because I was thinking about bunnies for a bit, and then I got overwhelmed thinking about bunnies so much, so I needed a break to calm down and think about them in peace. Anyway, is that 1 block below? No, that's fine. It just looks weird because it's glass. Anyway, well, I can put some on the corner, but that looks weird. I feel like I should just only have it on one side, right? What do you think? Let's see. Ladder. I think it just looks weird otherwise. What? Yes. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and I could continue it up, but I think it's fine just being like a hole here. So now I need to figure out, okay, what do I want to do for the sides? Do I want... I think I should just do... I'm gonna have to just make them. It's kind of one of those things that I can't get a good grasp for unless I do it. That is too tall, though. The glass is fucking my sense of perception up. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just build it up. And if I decide I don't like it, then I'll destroy it, I guess. I don't really have a good way down from here, though, other than going all the way across here and then kind of down here a bit. Works, though. Okay, yeah, I do think that's good. I do think that looks good. Okay. But what about this side? Because I don't have a door on this side. I guess it could just be one spire, right? Or not spire. What the hell? What is it called? What am I trying to say? A support beam. It's not really a support beam, but you know, that's what it acts as, I guess. Do I have enough wood for this? I do. Okay. Okay, and then on this side, I guess this would just continue up, right? Yeah. Think I would survive this? The answer is no to that one. I felt like I could have survived that with like half a heart, but I guess my armor was like half broken. Is that like my second death? I think that is like my second death in a very, very stupid way. But, you know, that's what makes it fun, I guess, or something. I don't know. I mean, I still had all my armor, though. I don't know. I don't know how armor works in this version. It's weird. The only thing that sucks with dying, though, is just I have my inventory always in a very specific way, and having to reconstruct it sucks, but it's fine. I've done worse things in my life. Well, like more tedious things in my life. How lucky with those. Okay. Yeah, I do think that looks good. And then we'll do, I guess we'll just do one on this side as well. My cat's on my bed again. He seems sleepy though, even though he's been sleeping like for a couple hours. He's very lazy today. Okay, let's I guess drop down. I don't know. Ow. God damn. Okay, so I should head back to my base actually though, because I need to grab more glass for the ceiling. Actually, I might have enough glass here for the ceiling. Let's see. So first of all, let's throw all this shit in here. Let's grab a bit of dirt for scaffolding. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, I have glass in here. But will this be enough glass for the ceiling? I don't think so. Let's head back to base and just get what glass I have in the furnaces. Anyway, after I'm done recording in like 8 minutes, I'm going to go wash glass. And I'm going to listen to music while I wash glass. What music am I going to listen to? I'm not sure. I haven't crossed that bridge yet. Will I cross the bridge when I get there? I don't know. Maybe I'll think of something. I'm kind of itchy. When did I take my meds? I took my meds at, well, I woke up at like 8. I think I took them at like 12. I don't know why I'm itchy. It's only 2:40. Let me think. Am I in the mood for some dungeon synth? Am I in the mood for black metal? I'm not really in the mood for anything off the dome. Maybe some black metal would go hard. I'll have to see how. I think the next Darkestra album's kind of long. I think it's called Silk Road. I could listen to. I kind of want to listen to some like neo-medieval stuff. I'm just kind of in that vibe right now, even though it's Christmas time. But that's fine. I'm gonna have conflating vibes in my brain. Okay, now after I gathered this glass, let's do one more sweep. I'm drinking water. Let's do one more sweep in my chest to make sure I don't have any. I have so much glass in my chest. Wow, where did that even? Okay, well, that's good, I guess. Let's grab some logs too. I think I should have some logs in here. I don't think I'll be finishing it this episode. Probably finish the next episode, but I'll get started on a bit of the roof. I should have probably got some food, but Oh well. I should probably find a... I need to eventually come up with a better way to store chests in this area, because I'm going to want some chests in this area, but I'll figure it out. Oh, of course, now pig spawn. When did they all fucking decide to bah? Could they sense their friend was dying? Oh, that's a lot of sheep. I love the sound effects in this of the shearing. Where do you think Notch got that sound effect? I know stuff like the cow sound effects, those were just like royalty free sound effects or something. Like you can find them on like sound effect websites. And like all the comments are like Minecraft jokes or whatever. Okay, let's hello there, sheep. Wait, I want to push you down this hole. Okay, well. Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna want... Sorry, I'm just thinking. We're gonna want these here, and yeah, I will of course put... Where do I have these here? I have these on the 3rd. We're gonna go across and put torches on these, and then we'll probably put... I mean, we'll just go ahead and put the torches that go up here. I'll go ahead and do it now. I mean, I don't see why else I wouldn't do it now. Plus, it'll be easy because I can use this as a reference. Okay. No, actually, I don't want to build a cross like that. That feels stupid. I'd rather make a bunch of poles. I don't know why when I said that in my mind, like an image of like not the Turkish flag, an image of the Polish flag like flashed in my mind when I said poles. Like a damn brain virus. I might even need another one of that. No, because there'll be glowstone up there. All right, never mind. Never mind. Where's the skeleton? Okay, it would be really bad if you shot me. Methinks. Hello there. You seem kind of locked in on me, but you're not doing anything. What's your deal? Oh, now he's locked in on me. Yeah. Try and get me. Fuck. Okay, now we're free. So to get up on the roof, I'll probably just do... Oh, shit. I thought that was the block that the pillar was on. Okay. I'll just do what I did when I was working on the other roofs initially, which is making a weird little staircase up. Wait, I can make use of my space better. Okay. And then wait, let's go ahead and place down the glass for these. So this should be hold on, let's do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we just go across like so. Okay, I want to place down this little terrace. It's not, I don't think it's, no, it is a terrace. Maybe, I don't know. I'll place down this terrace and then we'll end the episode. Because I gotta go work on shit. Oh, fuck. Okay. I don't know why I'm towering back up. I mean, I have this, but I don't think I could I don't know. Okay. How did I fall before? Did my finger slip off the shift key? I don't know how else I would have fallen there. Okay. Okay. This is good. This is all prepared for next episode where I can start making the roof. Actually, wait. One more thing. Well, two more things we're going to do. Two more things we're going to do. We are going to go to my chests. Well, actually, we're going to kill these pigs. I was going to make bread, but if there's just pigs right here, then I might as well get my sustenance here instead. We're going to go to my chest, and we are going to get my spruce saplings, and we're going to plant them. Because it'll make me feel better? I don't know. Here we go. Very interesting that these are textured, but not the birch. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Though tomorrow, I actually won't be able to record tomorrow because it's Sunday. Nope, it's Saturday. Then I'll be able to record on. I should be able to record on Sunday. So yeah, so tomorrow. Well, today's the 19th, so next day I might record as gonna be the 21st. Damn, that might be the Christmas episode. No, not quite. But almost. That might be Christmas Eve. I think that will be Christmas Eve. All right, whatever. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.